Right, test, 1, 2. 1 minute to get everything ready, please. Right. Okay, we're good now. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening. Welcome back to ExA. It's been a while since I was here. Don't remember the last time I was here, but we're back in action once again here for the fourth round for X2, and it is the so-called Mystery GP. And what that means is that it is only heading into well, we can see that oh wait, hang on, I may have made a slight error or something. Give me a minute. Oh god, I may have made a slight error with the title. Give me a minute. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, so okay, I just been told by the mods I made a bit of a mistake with the title. It showed Bahrain, so I thought it was gonna be Bahrain, but no, I was gonna get onto that. This week, it is the so-called Mystery GP, and what we mean by Mystery GP meaning is that no, everybody, including us here in the commentary booth, well, I say us, I mean I, because I'm doing solo this evening, we don't know what circuit's going to await us. It's showing Bahrain, however, that is not going to be the circuit. It is a mystery. So it is going to be only when we get told to ready up, or only seconds before we're gonna get told to ready up, is when we'll find out what circuit we're gonna be racing at. What's it gonna be? We'll find out very shortly. As yeah, I know that. I've already been told twice. You don't need to rub it in my face again, as lobby stuff is being updated. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a Wheel of Fortune-esque choice in terms of which circuit we're racing at. So whilst we wait for the circuit to be chosen, let's actually have a look at what's been going on in the season so far for EXA 2. So, in terms of race results, so last week in Japan, it would be ART Timmy who would take the win in Japan ahead of Alster and Mikolev. Venom would get the fastest of the race, and Fresh would be voted driver of the day. Then, standings-wise, so first of all, driver standings after Japan. So it'll be Alster who will lead the championship on 49 points, him finishing 6th, 3rd, and 2nd. So quite consistent in there. Then second place is Harry Jeddas on 46 points. P3 is Mikolev on 39 points. Mikolev. Jordan 4th on 29. 28 for Ikibu in P5. P6 Thomas Lang on 27 points. 25 points for Andre Rosas in P7. P8 is Jesse on 20 points. P9 and 10 are Alvin and Berg, level on points. However, Alvin Berg is ahead on Calbat because his best result was better than Hydras. So there we go. And I've also just been told by the EXA admin that a few X1 drivers racing tonight trying their hands in X2. And we've just been told the circuit roulette has spoken, and it is gonna be the Portuguese Grand Prix. Alrighty. Right. Okay. People are saying that the X1 guys are too fast. Well, let's see. Let's see. Maybe some of these X2 guys are as quick as some of the X1 guy. We'll see. Maybe some of these guys at X2 are as quick as X1 people, as the circuit roulette has spoken. And the circuit choice for the mystery GP is Portugal, the land of... Muchas gracias, afición. Este para vosotros. Yeah, I had to throw that in there. I had to throw that in there. Do not shout at me. I had to, because it is fitting, because we are in Portugal. The Portuguese Grand Prix is going to be our mystery GP circuit. Lego. Format simple. Short qualifying, then a 50% race distance, which I already forgot the lap counts for the Portuguese circuit. It's like close to 30. I think man forgets. I think it's the first time I'll be commentating a league race in Portugal. So, should be interesting. And obviously, this circuit has hosted Formula 1 races before, albeit twice, mainly down to pandemic. It was first held in 2020. At this circuit specifically, we've obviously had Portuguese Grand Prix way back in the past. If you remember, back in like the 80s and the 90s, we raced at the infamous Estoril circuit. Older F1 fans who watched F1 back in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s will know Estoril. Not me, because I was only born in 05. Long since the Estoril circuit has been disputed. But if we're talking specifically Portimao, then it was first used in 2020. It was mainly brought in due to the pandemic that was going on, and that there were a lot of circuit shoes that needed to be filled, and one of them happened to be the Portimao circuit, or the Autodromo Internacional do Algarve. I butchered that pronunciation, and don't shout at me because I do not know how to speak Portuguese. Yeah, it was first held in 2020, which obviously saw a lot of famous stuff happening in that 2020 Portuguese Grand Prix. Be it Lewis Hamilton breaking Michael Schumacher's win record, be it Kimi Raikkonen going from 16th to 6th in a single lap, be it Carlos Sainz leading it for a hot minute. And then the year after, in 2021, we raced again in Portimao. This time it would be round 3 of the championship. And it wasn't as memorable, where Lewis Hamilton would win in that infamous 2021 season. Right now, we're now watching the cars currently on track now, as we're slowly marching onto the circuit here. Our first group of drivers already on their outlaps. What's actually unique about Portugal is that it is a circuit with a lot of elevation changes. I mean, this circuit alone already, not this circuit, this corner, that corner there alone, showing how hilly the Portimao circuit is. It's quite up and down. It's really the definition of I'm going up and down, side to side like a roller coaster. I mean, I can't do it the same way as Lando, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. As we're gonna watch now, as you can see, Supra. No, that's not Supra. That's Surprise. Sorry, has disconnected from the session. Don't know what's happened with him, but hopefully he'll be back in the lobby soon. As we're now gonna watch V10 Leo, who'll be the first to start a lap here in Portimao. Let's watch him as he navigates turns 1 and 2. Turn 3 also done very nicely. And now up the hill through turn 4. DRS open, 2 DRS zones here at the circuit. Downhill, turn 5. It's a hairpin, a popular overtaking spot, that'll be, I have no doubt. Between the white lines, nicely. Flat out through 6. Then flat through 7. All the left in the end, and oof, I think that was an Alpine there. I thought he'd get out of the way, but luckily it didn't bother Leo, although it didn't really matter because Leo invalidates his lap time, so he won't be setting any lap times for now. Who's next behind him? I think it's JM. No, it's not JM. It's one of the AlphaTauris, isn't it? Yeah, it's Katana. Katana will be the first to set up lap time. Maybe his qualifying lap time will be as fast and sharp as an actual Katana weapon. Let's see about that as he keeps it between the white lines, flats out through the final corner downhill, and then going uphill again. DRS open, and Katana sets our first benchmark with a 16.210. There we go. As we're now watching, who else is on a lap? Now watching, it's on the Ferraris on a lap. I think that's Thomas. No, it's not Thomas. That's Rolly about to start a lap time. Then the other AlphaTauri of Jax will be next to cross the line. Meanwhile, we're going to watch ExA Rolly here starting a lap time. There we go. Jax goes quite considerably slower. And ExA Rolly probably setting the evening's record for the fastest, for the least time before invalidating a lap time. Invalidating it at the first 2 corners. So now let's see who's next. Okay, Jordan, Thomas also invalidated us out. And then we have so Williams. I think it's Williams. I think it's Jetters next across the line. Yes, it is Jetters. And unlike the Ferraris, he will be setting a lap time, and it's a 16.7. As his latest lap time. Then we have one of the Alfa Romeos. It's going to be Leo. No, Leo enters pit lane along with one of the AlphaTauris. Then it's going to be a McLaren coming across the line. That'll be Hostel about to start lap time. There's an Alpine behind him. That's Timmy going fastest with a 16.091. I think we will be seeing lap times in the 1:15s. He breaks the meter rule there. Not sure why. Then is Jax gonna be sending another lap time? No, Jax won't be sending a lap time because he's gone red there. So the next man to set a lap time will be Duplex. Ironically, he's in the Mercedes, but he's wearing a Verstappen helmet. Is bro trying to predict that Verstappen will move to Mercedes in 2025 to take that vacated Hamilton seat? Is bro seeing in the future? Is bro seeing stuff we don't see? Might be some wizardry going on in his side of the garage, but we'll leave that aside. What we won't leave aside is Rolly here, who will be the next to set a lap time. I believe, yes he will, because everybody else has set their lap times. Actually, no, Hardstill will be setting a lap time before him. Yeah, Hardstill is already rounding the final corner as we speak. He will open his rear wing flap now and goes 7th fastest with a 17.2. Not the best lap time. He's almost 1.2 behind everybody else. As Rolly seems to have backed off his lap time, so he might have made a skill issue somewhere, which is not ideal. Not ideal. Alistair, meanwhile, doing well so far to keep it between the white lines. Let's add on board with the Mercedes for the rest of the lap. Go through sector 2 here. 4th gear. Let's start sector 3 now. Flat here. Braking at the white line on the right hand side, like the vertical. No, horizontal. I keep getting horizontal and vertical. I'm like kind of confused. I think horizontal is, you know, straight. Okay, well, okay, I'll leave that aside as Alistair is now going to get a little something from his teammate, and Alistair goes 3rd fastest with a 16.5. Then Supra is on the intermediate tires, just testing out setup and trying to get to grips with the Portimao circuit. Meanwhile, looks like Haas still is on a an out lap slash cooldown lap from it seems. As we have an Aston 5 and 6 at the moment, JMS ahead of Iki Robo. We have on the AlphaTauri's Jack's about to start our lap time. Dodge him. I'll be quiet for the rest of the lap. And it looks like Jack's invalidated his lap time, so that lap is unfortunately in the bin. As we're now watching Thomas Lang just about keeping it between the white lines there. That was quite close. As he has a McLaren ahead of him who Oi, 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 oi. Which McLaren was it? Which McLaren was it? Kyle Sullivan. And I do not care that I mispronounced your name. You, sir, are gonna get a huge slap on the wrist by the stewards. Like that loud. Because that impeding was as clear as a crystal that has been cleaned about 100 billion trillion times. 4K UHD ultra high definition range brightness. I don't know what I was saying there, but basically what I'm saying is that Kyle clearly impeded Thomas there, who was clearly on a lap. Right, who else is on a lap? Has Kyle started a lap time? Yeah, Kyle is on a lap, although he will be investigated after the qualifying session. And yes, someone's saying in the Discord there'll be a pen for Kyle here, as only now Kyle decides to let somebody go. Does he have something against Ferraris? Because he let that AlphaTauri go, but he didn't let it go with the Ferrari. Both of them were in the lap. Interesting. Interesting. Right. Who else is on a lap? Flexi is doing some burnout skills. Leo is on an out lap. Thomas Lang there, rolling on an out lap. Supra is on his first time lap with the soft tires. Let's see what we can do in the Williams. As he rounds turn 4, DRS open, now heading downhill towards turn number 5. Hard on the brakes. Through the hairpin of 5. On the throttle. Flat through 6. 7, keeps it flat. 7, right, 7, 8, sorry. And then there's going to be flat through 9. Now through this very tricky 10, 11 complex. Okay, flat now again through the left-hander turn 12 to turn 13. Goes down to third gear. Just 2 corners to go. The 3 corners to go. Turn 14. Turn 15 technically. And now turn 16. Riding that curve very aggressively. DRS open and goes to a very nice third position. Good job there, mate. Next, Rowley. Let's watch him doing the remainder of his lap. And apparently someone in the Twitch chat saying that apparently inters are not allowed. Well, if they're saying that inters aren't allowed, if they tagged Flexi, surely Super should get the same member, because Super did use those intermediate tires earlier on in the early part of the qualifying session. So, yeah. A lot of things will be looked at post-race, as we have about 4.5 minutes left in qualifying. Let's see what Rolly can do, as he almost invalidates his lap time there. Hopefully he'll be able to set a decent lap time here, as he'll set a, like I said, decent lap. Goes 10 fastest with a 16.946. Behind them, or ahead of them I should say, Super enters the pit lane. One of the McLarens about to finish the lap. I think that's Heisty. No, Kyle is on an out lap. One of the AlphaTauris is on a lap. I think that's Jax. No, it's not Jax. It's actually Katana who'll probably be starting a lap time. So I'm going to be quiet, as I'll let you ride on board with Katana for a full lap around Portimao. Enjoy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the fastest lap time of the day so far. A full, non-interrupted onboard there of Katana, as he puts his AlphaTauri on provisional pole position with a 1:15.750 with less than 2 minutes to go. Timmy then Supra on out laps. There is a Haas that is Spartan. His name is actually Spartans, although you can say Spartan, so hopefully he'll have the same energy as the man whose name I do not remember, but he is famous for saying, "This is Sparta!" That guy. Maybe he can show off that. As we're now watching Spartans. He invalidates his lap time. Yeah, right. He's going to have to now go round again. Okay, he gets out of the way there. He either tried to get out of the way of the Ferrari, which that doesn't make sense. Although I think he cut the corner to get to the line quicker. As there's a Williams coming around the final corner. That is Supra about to start the lap time. McLaren behind him. There's a Red Bull about to start a lap time. That's Jordan. Then a Ferrari of Rowley about to start a lap time, I believe. It will be Mr. Thomas Lang. He'll be the first to finish a lap time. Yes, it well, unless Kyle's ahead. No, Kyle's not ahead. So, yeah, it will be Thomas Lang who will be the first to finish a lap time here in Portimao, with the Haas behind him about to start his final lap time. And Thomas Lang goes second fastest, but he's not able to break that 15-second barrier, or break into the 1:15 barrier. Alster next to cross the line, and the Alfa Romeo there stopped on track. Who is that, I wonder? That is Flexi, what's happened with him? Not sure what happened with him. As the checkered flag falls, Duplex goes into 8th fastest. Then I think that's Timmy next to come across the line. Timmy can only muster 3rd fastest. Then we have, it's not GMS, that's Icky, only going 9th fastest. Next we have the McLaren of Kyle Sullivan, the man who impeded one of the Ferraris early on the qualifying session. He'll come across the line to put his McLaren in a disappointing 15th. Then we have the Sole Red Bull. Not the Sole Red Bull in this evening's event, but the Sole Red Bull able to put a qualifying lap together. It will be Jordan. And Jordan goes a equally disappointing 12th fastest. The Ferrari behind him, ExA goes on 13th fastest. Then V10 Leo won't set a lap time. He's heading into the pit lane. What about Harsty? Harsty goes 6th fastest. Good lap time there. Then Spartan next to come across the line. He goes only 15th fastest. Then we have James going 5th fastest. And Thomas Lang will not be able to go for pole position. That is going to be qualifying over for Portimao. And it'll be the AlphaTauri of Katana who will start on pole position here in Portimao with the only 1:15 lap time. Whew. And do you know what the best part is? Do you know what the best part is? I'll tell you the best part. Like, the best part of that qualifying is that I rode on board with Katana for an uninterrupted lap, and that lap was his pole position lap time. How much of a perfect timing was that? Wowee. Right. So, it is going to be... Oh, I thought I pressed the wrong button there, but no, I didn't. So, it is going to be the Dutchman, Katana, who will start up pole position with the only man to break into the 1:15s with a 1:15.750. Then Thomas Lang will start in second. Then we have a British second row with Timmy ahead of Alster. Then we have JMS, then Harstil, then Supra, Jax, Duplex, and Icky Poo rounding at the top 10. Behind them we have Jettas, Leo, Jordan, Rolly, Spartan, Kyle. And then we have Surprise and Flexi, not able to set lap times. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be qualifying over. Now it is going to be time for the main event. The ExA X2 Mystery Grand Prix here in Portimao, in Portugal. Like I said, a very hilly circuit. And obviously, being Portugal, it is the land of... the land of that man, as it is quite cloudy here in the south of Portugal, so rain could be a possibility. We did see that in the early stages of the 2020 Portuguese Grand Prix, the IRL race, although it didn't really last particularly long, although it did give us the sight of Carlos Sainz leading a Grand Prix for then his first time leading a Grand Prix. Didn't quite work out for him in the end, but at least he had a moment of glory in that McLaren in that race. Let's see what the McLarens can do here as they qualified in the bottom. So they will need some work if they want to salvage anything from this evening's race. As I didn't get to go through the constructor standings, but I will do later on. As before we go through the standings that I haven't gone through, we got a race start to focus on. And that race will start any minute now. Patience. Ladies and gentlemen, patience. Patience has been rewarded. So we're going to head to the 5 red lights for the Mystery Grand Prix in Portugal. The lights go out and we are underway in Portimao. Katana leads away, but Timmy already moving up into second place. The Ferrari and Mercedes side by side. The Ferrari of Thomas Lang already wants his second place back from the Alpine. Goes down the inside at turn 3 and he is ahead of the Alpine, but the Mercedes of Alster wants a piece of that pie, of that French pie, as he is still in fourth. Now he'll pull alongside the Alpine down towards the hairpin of turn 5. The Alpine hangs on the outside. Will he stay ahead? Just about. The Aston Martin there in the background. Thing is JMS going wide as Duplex gets past him for 7th place. Meanwhile, Katana leads away very strongly here in Portimao, ahead of Thomas Lang. Then is Timmy, then Alster, Supra, Jax, Duplex, JMS, Jettis, and Leah rounding at the top 10. As we go through Sector 2, look at this flexi on the inside of Vicky Boo for P11. Great move there as Timmy up ahead, moving ahead of Thomas Lang for 2nd place. Timmy got the Ferrari ahead of him at the start. The Ferrari got back, but then the Alpine got back himself. And now it is the Alpine in 2nd place as Katana leads the way, although for how much longer, as Timmy is pulling alongside. That is an amazing shot of the cars going uphill, and now we're going to go downhill as the Alpine leads into turn 1 at the start of lap 2. The Ferrari and Alpha Tauri going side by side. I think Thomas was forced off the track there as Katana trying to take the place and makes contact, goes for a moment, and now is unghosted, and whoa, rear gun shaping there, as he had to make a big correction there. Although the same for Alster. Supra is trying to take advantage round the outside of turn 5. He has a wheel alongside the Mercedes, almost trying to push him off there, but then realized that the waves was there. Ooh, that was very close there. Supra wisely backing off there just about. As we go up and down the hill, it is a true roller coaster circuit here in Portugal. As the Williams is going to go on the inside at the end of Sector 2. It is so close, and a lot of corrections being made as well. So that could be a sign of rain already coming, although we can't see it visually. Although it could be mainly down to the fact that the clouds are so dark and so thick that the temperature, the air temperature is low, meaning the track temperature is low, and meaning it is more difficult to warm up those Pirelli slicks. And speaking of Pirelli slicks, let's actually have a look at who's on which tire. You can see the majority going on to the mediums, Spartan and Katana on the hards. Then we have Flexi, Jordan, and Kyle on the softs. Super is our first shot to pick up a penalty, 5-second time penalty, as he hits the pit lane and he retires immediately. Our first retirement confirmed immediately, with Surprise retiring in the pit lane. As we can see that others in second, Timmy in first, Katana dropping down to 3rd place, Jordan and Ikibu side by side. For P11, it is the Red Bull holds the advantage ahead of the Aston Martin. Kyle tried to salvage something with his soft tyres, trying to go up the field as much as he can. He's not really able to do that so far, as everybody pretty much to get in a single train, apart from Harstill, who's actually disconnected, so someone wants to invite him back. Bit shame there, as Timmy will lead us away, ending lap number 3, rounding the final corner downhill, and then up the hill. As Kyle gets past Ikibu. And Ikibu actually jumping down the order. That is why he jumped down the order. He spins at the final corner. He either lost himself or he must have made contact with Kyle. As Kyle now overtakes Jordan. Now Kyle is now one step closer to those points paying. Actually, no, he's already in the points paying positions. His top 12 score points in the ExA Racing League. So in fact, Jordan is in the final point spot, and right behind him is the Aston Martin of JMS. So he'll have to be careful with him. As Timmy still leans away for the Alpine crew. Thomas Lang currently holding on to 2nd place. Katana, the pole sitter, in 3rd place. Ahead of Alster, ahead of Supra, then Jax, Flexi, Jettis, Jupux, V, Ted Lee rounding out the top 10. Then Kyle and Jordan rounding out the points positions. Then behind them, JMS, Rolly, Spartan, Iki, and Hostile, with Surprise being our DNF. You could say Hostile is also DNF, although he actually is he's disconnected. Whilst his car hasn't actually left the lobby, well, RC's car hasn't actually retired. Yeah. Hello, I've just noticed something. I didn't see that. I was looking at Discord, see what's going on there, but I just noticed Alster has gone past Katana to P3. I didn't get to see what happened there, as right now we can see Alster got to make a tiny correction there, as he's trying to take second place, potentially from someone slightly ahead of him. And Katana trying to get back into the podium spot as well. Duplex with time penalty at the back. As the exit to happen in turn 5. Flat 3-6. We flat 3-7. Not flat here because slightly less performing tires and high fuel loads, meaning cornering speed is reduced. As Katana's lost a bit of time to the two ahead of him. As Mercedes and Ferrari ahead are pretty much glued together. They go through the beginning bit of sector 3. Very nicely handled these final few corners so far. Hopefully another bit of spin here at the exit as we ride on board with Alster, who's currently running in third place. Thomas Lang will not be getting DRS. Alster will be getting DRS. Mercedes pulling into the Ferrari slipstream. The rear wing is open, holds it in 7th for quite a long while, not sure why. As Jettas gets past Flexi. Such that, there we go, he gets past. Meanwhile, Alster's not able to get past him, I guess. Okay, Katana has had a bit of an incident at turn number 2. The pole sitter has gone from slightly bad to completely bad. As he now goes down to P30 outside the points. Meanwhile, his AlphaTauri teammate Jax is currently battling Supra. Full place. Who's going to come out ahead? Looks like it will be the AlphaTauri who comes out ahead, although at the cost of going off track, and that'll be maybe a track limit warning for him. As Kyle picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that's going beyond track limits just a little bit too much. So lap 6, it's a 33-lap race, around 45 here if you're wondering. You can see it also on the top left of the screen, sorry. Some sparks coming from Mercedes ahead. That tells me he's running a fairly low suspension setup. Through the final corner. There's sparks coming from the Mercedes there. Although what is coming from the Mercedes is an overtake. And it's an overtake done well by Alster to move up into second place ahead of Thomas Lang. Right, okay. Supra getting awfully close to Jackson's rear wing. Down this small straight towards turn 5. Williams late on the brakes. Doesn't rear end Jax this time. You don't want to be rear ending cars because these things are not made out of bricks. They don't last forever if you keep thrashing them and crashing them into other cars. As what's happened there? What's happened there? Something's happened here. Something's happened with Rolly. He must have had an incident somewhere, presuming some form of spin. As he now drops down to B15. As ahead of him lies Spartan and Pulse into Katana. So that's a bit of a how these races can turn, don't they? 2 seconds the gap now between Timmy and Alster. CPI Thomas Lang, he has DRS available, using a bit of his battery. Is he gonna go for that overtake on Alster? No, he's not going to go here. JMS though going for a move on George. At the same time, Spartan going for a move on Katana. And look at Rolly trying to get involved as he now zooms past one car, zooms past the second. Dash trying to go down the inside, but I think Rolly will hang on around the outside. Yes, he will. Now it'll be the AlphaTauri who's going to try to go around the outside. inside, and oh my god, bit of a desync there as oh, okay, lot of desync there. Don't know what's happening there. So looks like reality really is right behind us. Oh my lordy. What happened there? Not sure what happened there. Right. So far, so good, as Thomas Lang and Alster are locked into battle for second place. Jax is right behind them in fourth place. Meanwhile, Alster and Thomas Lang go round the final quarter here in Portugal. DRS available for the Mercedes driver. He pulls to the right-hand side, and it should be an easy pass. An easy pass for the Mercedes. Thomas Lang, okay. Thomas Lang picks up a 3-second time penalty there. That's very unfortunate. How to deal with that until the end of the race. As Flexi is at 7th place ahead of his teammate Leo. Katana down to 14 spots, up against a penalty. Duplex has joined the session. He has rejoined the session. I believe he has disconnected before. Yes, there it is. That's his Mercedes. Ghosted. Right. So he's going to happen here. Jax picks up a time penalty for multiple warnings. It's not great. That. As we have currently 6 drivers with time penalties, as Flexi had to make a correction himself there. As it's still cloudy here in Portugal, although the sun is slowly starting to appear, but the sky is becoming brighter. I'm gonna watch ahead. Is anybody? Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna pit now. It'll be a bit too early for the medium runners to pit, especially. Gonna watch Jettas here. If Jettas gonna go for a possible overtake on Jax, he's gaining and he's not gonna go for it. Same situation with Jax. He's not gonna go for a move on Thomas Lang. Although, look at the Williams sending it. Lights on the brakes, down the inside, now the outside, bit of contact. Now there's the AlphaTauri who still stays ahead, down the hill towards turn 5. Williams not going late on the brakes, or his Supra went a bit late on the brakes, so he could have hit his own teammate there, but luckily he didn't. So that's good for the team. Right, furthermore, Order 9th JMS intended Duplex Spartan E11 at 12. The sun is coming out, so it looks like we will be getting a dry race from start to finish. Righty-ho, Ikibu with a penalty. Meanwhile, Jettas, Jackson, Thomas Lang are going to be battling for the final podium spot. The AlphaTauri falls to the left. No, to the right, sorry. And the Williams does the same. The AlphaTauri gets past. Not the same yet for the Williams. The Williams are going to go down inside turn 3. Yes, he will. I mean, he had to. He had no other choice. And just about gets ahead. So the Fry's been overtaken by 2 cars in 2 quarters. As now he'll get overtaken by 3rd car. As Supra is going to go down the inside on the Ferrari. The Ferrari had to make a lot of corrections there. Now he pulls alongside. Or the Flexi pulls alongside him. Now it's passed. Next on the menu, on the never-ending menu, is another Alfa Romeo dish of Leo. As he's going to pull off a very rare outside move. Now and inside. Ferrari hangs on the outside for dear life. Who's going to be the best cooked here? The Alfa Romeo goes late on the brakes around the outside. Now they have the inside line, but he doesn't have a wheel alongside anymore. So, although if I was longer, the Alfa Romeo put a wheel alongside. Now, with the final quarters, the Alfa Romeo will have DRS, although the same story will be applied for the Ferrari as he is behind Flexi. DRS open for both, but I think, yeah, Leo has just that little bit more juice, and now I was gonna say he gets back up, gets into 6th place, although, no, 7th place, sorry. Man messes up occasionally, but yeah, it actually looked like Leo was gonna be ahead, but then Thomas Lang said no, and took back that place. Meanwhile, Jettis and Jack side by side. For P3, the Williams forced off the track. Side by side. And it is the Williams who holds the disadvantage as he's now behind Jax. Meanwhile, what's happening at the back? So it's very quiet at the back, although Icky is gaining on Roley for P14, that is. As Timmy is just cruising to the win. He's been calm and composed so far, so he is looking to be the favourite to win this race, although we'll see what happens later on in the race as we're on lap 13. So over a third of the race distance done. Jettas is going to go for a move on Jax for 3rd place. And that is an overtake done very well there. Meanwhile, at the back, James and Jordan swap places. Their places swapped. And now it is James up to P9, Jordan now down, relegated to 10th position. We can now also see Icky has gained on Rowley for P14. I think the Aston will very quickly dispatch that Ferrari. Well, that's what I'm guessing at least. Well, not now, but I'm guessing somewhere in this level, just not next time, he'll get that Ferrari disposed. So now watching Timmy leading nearly 4 seconds ahead of everybody else. That is no easy feat, but he is achieving said not easy feat. But there we go. And he won't be entering the pit lanes yet. I think some of the soft timers will maybe want to enter the pit lane quite soon. As you see there, Flexi opting to stay out. Meanwhile, Supra, is he going to go for the move here? I think he is. No, he's not close enough. He's not close enough. As Leo gets past Thomas Lang for B8. Very nicely done right there. At the back, meanwhile, that's our Cheeky Boo dispatching Rolly very easily. And there's now the Aston P14. Just 2 steps away from the points. As Jax picked up a 3-second time penalty. So I think he was forced off the track by Williams again, and this time he picked up a penalty for that. Okay, I'm not sure about that. That will probably be at least an investigation as Leo now picks up a time penalty. Righty-ho, righty-ho. Right. Let's see what will happen here as hello. Alster is the first to box. And he'll be switching to the hard compound tires, I'd imagine. And yes, there's the white tires. We're going to the end of the race. As Jordan now opts to pit as well. And he shall pit for mediums. So Flexi picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And now we can see Jackson Supra still side by side. Now this time they're battling for the final podium spot, as it is the AlphaTauri who holds the advantage ahead of the Williams. Right. What'll happen here? Williams thinking for a move. He's going for the move. That was a very minutely small bit of contact there. I really thought that the AlphaTauri, or for some reason the Williams, or even both, could have ended up in a spin. But no, they had a bit of contact, but they somehow managed to survive. Jax will not be getting DRS Supra. We'll have DRS for days on this lap. As he now opens the flap now, DRS open down the main straight, pulls to the inside and down the inside and up into P3 he goes. Although look at Jax. Jax is not going to give up another fight down the inside of turn number 3. Move made well there, although Supra's trying to switch back. Didn't make it work. That's okay because he has DRS here. He's going to go around the outside of turn 5. And okay, pulls quite late there, making sure that the outside doesn't really go down the inside. Although he compromises himself there, as now the AlphaTauri is alongside him now. The Williams has the inside here for this next bit. The AlphaTauri doing all he can to stay on the outside. And he's forced off! The AlphaTauri was forced off the track. That will be under investigations. Now Leo is going to try to get involved. Outside? No. Switchback? No. But he will have plenty of opportunity. Towards the final couple of corners we go. It is Supra in third place, ahead of Leo, ahead of Jax. That incident between the Williams and the AlphaTauri will be under investigation post-race. Presumably maybe a penalty for Supra, as he's now going to be put under pressure from these two behind him. As we go for the final corner here, Portimao downhill. And now we go uphill. DRS open for the Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri. Leo is going to go for that move on Supra down the inside. And as a move made very well there by the Alfa Romeo. Will the Williams fight back here, turn 3? No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like the Williams will fight back at turn 3 or 4. He could try turn 5, you know, if he goes late enough on the brakes. No, he does not. He does not. As Supra is in fourth ahead of Jax and JMS with Duplex, Sides, Rolly, Ikibu, Flexi running at the points finishes. Whew. Right, that was quite some intense laps there. So the first half of the race has now been completed. And immediately already now, Jax really wanting to get ahead of Supra. Jax really wants this full place and sends it down the inside. Here at turn 12 or 13, no 30 I think this is. Man forgets the corner names because this is only the first time I've done Portimao in commentary. Probably should have made notes for that. I did forget because I was quite busy all day. As we're now going to watch Supra open his DRS flappity flap. He's gaining on the AlphaTauri. There are yellows at the back. Who can it be? That is Ikibu. With a spin somewhere in sector 3. Don't know why, but he had a spin somewhere. It's now Vita and Leo is now up into third place whilst that was happening. F1 Jackson full Supra now in 5th place. He tries to overtake down the inside there. He's not able to make it work. So I have to try again and again and again. Go through sector 2. Look at the AlphaTauri getting super friendly with the Alfa Romeo's rear wing there as you go through sector 2. About to enter sector 3 right about now. We enter sector 3. Jax loses a bit of time to Supra. Supra's gained. Not close enough to go for a lunge here. He will have a huge opportunity down the main pitch straight. Going through the penultimate corner here in Portugal. And now for the final corner. DRS available for both AlphaTauri and Audi. DRS wide open, although Supra is now going to enter the pit lane. Meanwhile, Jax, there's a spinning something. That is Rolly, who has had a spin somewhere. He's now dropped down to 12th place. Meanwhile, JMS also entering the pit lane. So what's Ty Supra's going to go on to? He's going to go on to the... no! Wow, hang on a minute. JMS in the pit lane. Meanwhile, there's Yaz to the back. Ikebus has spin somewhere. Flexi has crashed out of the race. Safety car! Safety car has been deployed. Flexi crashes in the middle of the start-finish straight. And our safety car on lap 18 has been deployed. Right, now we can relax a bit. And Jettus picks up a time penalty. As we can see now, still and Ikebus exits the pit lane sometimes. Still will enter the pit lane. As this is going to be good news for Timmy. As this means that he will be able to pit. The others behind him will have to pit, and they won't lose that much time. But I can see Timmy. Yeah, Timmy's going on to the soft, and imagine everybody else who's going to make that pit stop now will go on to soft tires. As this is really going to benefit the top few guys. As Timmy will hold on to P1 100%. I think. Will Jettus hold on to second place? I think he will. Yeah, he will hold on to second place. There's the Mercedes. Oh no, the Mercedes. Oh no, Alster, Duplex, they do enter the pit lane. So in fact, it'll be Jordan who will be able to benefit a little bit as he now moves up into 5th place. Although he is on quite more medium tires, as Jettus interestingly pitting for the hard tires, whilst the people around him are going to be on the fresher soft tires. Interesting tactics there, in the words of Sir Lewis Hamilton. Interesting tactics there. So let's have a look at the race directors. So, it's currently an all-British podium with Alpine ahead of Williams, ahead of AlphaTauri. So, three different teams in the top 3. If Timmy wins the race for Alpine, I will play a bit of the English and a bit of the French national anthems, but the E-rape version of each. Anyway, we can see now everybody pretty much on fresh tires, apart from Jordan and Kyle, although Kyle is disconnected. Yeah, Kyle disconnected. So let's see. First of all, in terms of positions gained, so Jettus is currently the biggest gainer. He's gained 9 places. Leo and Jordan both getting 8. Spartan getting 6. 3 up for Rolly, then 2 up for Tippy and Duplex, whilst 1 up for Supra, whilst the L's. Flexi technically gains 1, although he DNF'd. Surprise lost 1 technically. Kyle is in the position where he started the race currently. Alstor lost 4. CP was like lost 8. 7 down for JMS. 4 down for Ikebus. Hard still down 9. And then Katana is our biggest L. He has lost a total of 12 places. Remember, that man started on pole, whose lap we rode on board with. Just stops, yeah, most people making 1 stop, a couple guys making 2 stops. As this is your penalty situation. So we can see that Jet has been 3 second time penalty, 6 for Jax, 3 for Leo. Jordan has a chance of a podium here if he can keep it clean and finish close. Then Super has no penalty, 3 for Duplex, 3 for Sparta and Thomas Lang, and the same for Katana, Ikebus and Haas still. So that's the penalty situation right now as it stands. Now, it's going to be time for the restarts very, very soon. As I don't think we'll be getting the safety car in this lap. I think we'll get it in potentially at the end of next lap, depending on how quickly the Aston of Icky can catch up to the rest of the field. As yeah, Luca, I did in fact scream the infamous line. As oh god, I need to put my phone to charge. Jesus, give me a sec. Shit, right, I'm back. I had to put my phone to charge. No worries. As ExA Rolly now enters the pit lane for a fresh set of soft tires. I think he realized. Oh, Rolly has gone seemingly for a bit of a Ferrari strategy, unless he's seeing stuff that we're not seeing. One or the other. We are currently on lap number 22 of 33, so 2/3 of the race distance will already be completed once we end this lap. And I've been told by Chaz that apparently Flexi, who crashed out, and so apparently, okay, I lost my words there. Apparently Flexi, who crashed out of the race and caused the safety car, apparently he left the server when he crashed. That is the definition of rage quit. That is the definition of rage quit sort of idea there. Ferrari strategy should work. Well, I don't know which Ferrari strategy you're talking about. Are you talking about Ferrari strategy as in like the late 90s where they actually get it right? Or are you talking about more modern strategies where they mess it up all the time? Rolling with a 200 IQ play right there. Well, let's see if he's played a 200 IQ move, as we have 11 laps to go once we cross the line. Although maybe Jetters will have a bigger brain play as he is on the hard tires. But let's see. Timmy making sure those soft tires are up to temperature. It is pedal to the metal, and we are back underway, racing in Portimao. 11 laps to go. Timmy, here's your race leader, but I think Jetters will be on the attack immediately. He holds in 7th gear. He's not going to go for any kamikaze sends at turn 1. What about at the back? Supra making a move on Jordan immediately. They're side by side. And it looks like it is going to be Supra who is holding on ahead of the Red Bull. The Red Bull is getting all out of shape. As now it is going to be Duplex potentially going down the inside of turn 5. Sends it on the Mercedes. The Red I'm losing words. The Mercedes sends on the Red Bull and makes it work. That's what I was trying to say. As Alster going for it. And yeah, the medium time runners are currently getting hammered down by the soft tire runners. As now Katana, who struggled initially after getting spun round or spun himself, is now back into the points. Although, look at his CP Thomas Lang back down the inside on his medium compounds. Meanwhile, Jax is now up into 2nd place. Katana really wanting that. Nice. 10 points now. Spartan is out of it. Going through the final corner now. We start lap 24. 10 laps to go in this race. Spartan and Jordan side by side. Who's going to come out ahead? And Duplex somewhere is getting 2 in 1. He's now up into 4th place. Spartan is dropping down the he was down to 9th briefly, but now back up into P8 ahead of Jordan. Is Jordan going to fancy a move here? No, he's not going to fancy it, although there are some moves being fancied here. Duplex and beaten. Leo are currently Sabas and contact. Contact there, not a contact there. Mercedes and Duplex is off wide. Side by side now with his teammates. Almost the Hamilton Rosberg there. As we go through the sector 2. Right. People saying Jetters will be cooked. Yeah, I think Jetters will be cooked. As we're now going to watch here, the Mercedes drivers again swapping places. Alston now overtaking Duplex. Although how long will that last? I don't think for long. As Duplex has an all manner of spin. As he now drops down to P8. DRS now enabled. Ahead. Leo has low battery. Supra has some battery in him. Through 1. Through 2. Thomas Lang getting ahead of Jordan. And now look at JMS going for it down the inside. Hello. As the Aston now gets ahead of the Red Bull. Wow. That's like the 3rd or 4th time since the restart that Jordan had an almighty wiggle. That's mainly down to the fact that he has pretty much at least like 5 lap older tires, even more older than that. And someone's watching on his TV. That is nice to see. You're able to watch this race and my brilliant commentary on a big, wide television. Very big, wide, thick. Pause. Katana with a penalty. That's not going to be good for him. So, as you can see, Timmy, Supra, Alster, JMS, Jordan, and Rowley don't have any time penalties to their name as of right now. See what happened here. I think Leo's going to go for a move here on Jettas. Yes, he will. Yes, DRS. He pulls to the right, and it should be an easy move. Yeah, it is an easy move. Well, Supra is getting involved in the action, and Supra has contact. There's more contact. He's sent into a gravel trap. Supra lost it himself, managed to save it, but then the Mercedes was caught unaware and rear ends the Williams and sends him into the gravel trap, and now outside the points. Oh, that is going to be under investigation. As Katana now is now able to move up into B6. Just about. He has a penalty to contend with, though, so he'll have to be wary of that. Katana in B6, currently right behind Alster. Alster currently B5. And meanwhile, here, Rolly and Ikibu are battling for P11, both of these guys. Meanwhile, Alster picks up a time penalty. Halsey and Jordan, side by side. Jordan getting overtaken. And that is ExA rolling into the grass through the advertising boards. And currently struggling to get round. Doing a better job at knocking down the advertising boards than trying to get his car round there in one clean move, as Alster is now going to enter the pit lane for fresh soft tires. I think he will be going for the fastest lap. And it's a front wing change as well, so he must have made contact with somebody there. As Rolly will have to enter the pit lane. Yes, he will enter the pit lane. Thomas Lang and Katana now side by side. This is the battle for B6. The Ferrari is ahead slightly, although Katana will fight back. Down the inside, it's turn number 5. And who will be ahead? It will be that him ahead, as here we go. Timmy and Jax now battling for P1 on track. Although obviously Timmy will be P1 ahead, as Timmy has the penalty, while Jax has a grand total of 9 seconds worth of penalties. As Jordan is up into P11. Leo into P3, just for then Sparta, Katana. Oh, Thomas! Thomas up into P6 now. And Katana now. That was quite a full move there. But yeah, there we go. Alster, wow, whoa, whoa. Duplex. Having all sorts of wiggly wiggles. He's really going side to side, but not in the way he probably would have wanted. Let's have a look at this. 3 wide for a brief moment as we enter turn number 1. This is going to go out ahead here. Sparta 4th on the track. He's out to B7. Katana 6th. Thomas Lang 5th. Then Jets is 4th. Timmy's now dropped down to 3rd place on track, although he will be ahead. Timmy's now jumping down to 4th place now on track. What's happening with Timmy? What's happening with Timmy? I'm not sure. Has he broke his tires? Has he fastballed his tires? I'm not sure. He's lost 2 places in pretty much like one space like a minute, I think. He's now could be jumping down to places. Remember, Jettas is on the hards, whilst the other top 3 are on the mediums. So as of right now, it's still Timmy who will take the win, as he has no penalty, whilst the guys ahead of him, Leo and Jax, have 3 and 9 seconds of the penalty respectively. These are going to be some crucial final 5 laps. So it means that if Timmy picks up a 3-second time penalty, then the battle between Leo, Timmy, and Jetson for the race win is fully on. Fully on. As Leo has DRS and he'll pull alongside Jax and he'll take that position from Jax. As he now moves up into P1. Meanwhile, Katana and Thomas swap places for 5th place. Jameis and Duplex swap places for 8th place. I'm not sure if Timmy has damage. I'm not really sure if Timmy has damage. Like, from here, I can't see. I don't really see any damage to the Alpine. Maybe he has some form of, like, I don't know, floor damage that we may not see. Alster with a fastest lap time there with a 17.8. He'll be picking up an extra point for that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see. Well, maybe he does have damage, Timmy, but maybe we just can't see it. But yeah, I at least can't see any damage. This is gonna get intense, these final laps. Yeah, it's either maybe front wing damage, maybe the damage that we can't see, or maybe a bit of a lack of a skill. He's just struggling. It says maybe Timmy pushed his tires too much, maybe compared to those around him. So, and Rowley's big brain 200 IQ move of going on to mediums whilst everybody else goes on to softs didn't quite pan out, as he had a chronicle disease of a skill issue. JMS in P8, Duplex in P9. They swap places. Okay, there's no floor damage in the race apparently. Okay, so yeah, it's probably so front, rear wing, which we can't really see. Could be also side pod and that Venturi tunnel damage, although we would see that visually as well. So maybe he doesn't have damage, and it's just merely down to a bit of a skill issue. Skill issue. Maybe most likely that, as we have just less than 4 laps to go in the Portuguese Grand Prix here in Portimao. It has been an intense race so far, but it should get more intense as the clouds, I think, are slowly making a comeback. The comeback kings, if you will. So we're now going to watch. Will any of these guys perform any overtakes on each other at the first corner? I'm feeling that Jetsons might go for an overtake on Timmy. DRS wide open. Is Leo going to go for a move on Jax? No. He's not going to go for a 10-1. Might try later, though. As Jetsons! Jetsons went for an all-way to move there. Yeah, Timmy currently still in P1 after penalty, because Timmy, remember, doesn't have penalty. If Timmy picks up a time penalty, then the battle for P1 is on between the drivers. Now see, Jettas in P4 trying to hang on as best he can. We have 3 laps to go here in Portimao. Oh, Jettas really wants that place. Jettas is really wanting to go for that podium spot. He knows he can take it. He knows he has the possibility of getting that podium spot. He will probably get it even after penalties, but he needs to make sure that he limits damage, can bring it home, and maybe pray that the guys don't even get more penalty trouble. DRS open. Is Jettas going to go for a move this time? Yes, he will. You bet your bottom dollar bill. And he rides the curb, though, so he won't be able to make it there. Turn 1. He's going to send it at turn 3, but he's not close enough to go for the move there, as apparently I have some mic issues. Cook, we're good. Yeah, okay, yeah, good. Okay, I don't know why. My mic occasionally does that. I don't know why. I just unplugged and plug it back in, then it's fixed. But yeah, I don't know why I get that, but yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We good now, we're good. All right, right. One more lap to go here in Portugal. The Mystery Grand Prix is about to come to a close. These drivers heading into this race had no idea which circuit they were going to be racing at. They only found out only a minute before they had to ready up, when they were already in the lobby. Only then they found out that we were going to be racing at the Portimao circuit in Portugal. So these guys had very minimal practice. All of these guys, all their lights are flashing. They have all got less than 10% of battery left in their tanks. As Timmy is struggling, he almost went for a move. He had to make a sort of wheel correction there. I saw him turn left, then he turned right aggressively for a second, then back to the left. As Alistair picks up a penalty at the back. This is the battle for first place, although Timmy will be getting first place after penalties, because Timmy is the only one in this group who doesn't have a time penalty. We now enter sector 3 for the final time. Jet has had to make a small correction, but nothing too dramatic. He thought of a move down the inside. He's not able to make it work. And Jet is... Oh my god, Timmy! Timmy is off! Timmy is off! Timmy and Jet has presumably made contact somewhere. That will be under investigation, as V10 Leo will win the Mystery Grand Prix, the Portuguese Grand Prix, ahead of Chetters, ahead of Thomas. Like, no, Timmy will take third place after penalties. He still gets onto the podium, but that's between Timmy and Chetters. That will be under investigation. What on earth happened there? Oh my god, that will be under investigation 100%. As Timmy had the win in his hands, but circumstances beyond his control prevented it. Obviously, Leo wins the race. Timmy second. We'll go through the final results. Well, provisional race results, because obviously there are going to be a lot of stuff that'll be investigated after the race. As our final results, our provisional results for the Portuguese Grand Prix, the Mystery Grand Prix, if you will. So, V10 Leo is your race winner on the final lap, 2021 style, sorta, kinda. Then Jetters in a second place with an asterisk, because obviously he will be under investigation for his final lap contact with Timmy, which obviously dropped Timmy from first to third after penalty. He was outside top 3 on track, but he got third after penalties. But yeah, that will be under investigation. Then behind them, Thomas Lang takes 4th place. Ahead of them, we have JMS, then Jax, Supra, Ikibu, then Katana and Spartan rounding up the top 10. Behind them, Duplex and Jordan rounded the points finishes. Behind them, we have Harsty, then Alster, who picks up an extra point for fastest lap. Then Rowley, whose 200 IQ play at the safety car restart didn't work out because he didn't have the skills to execute it. Then Kyle, 2 laps down, although he will count as DNF because he wasn't even in the lobby. Then the DNFs are Flexi and Surprise. But ladies and gentlemen, that was quite a Portuguese Grand Prix, the Mystery Grand Prix. A fairly interesting race and a dramatic end to the race to spice it up even more. As we'll be back to racing where we will actually know the race coming up, as the next race for X2, which will be next Thursday, will be... Drum roll, please. The Spanish Grand Prix on the 8th of April. Well, it's not the 8th of April. That'll be just next Friday. 11th of April. 11th of April. There we go. So, until then, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night.